Hello friends, this video on motion in a straight line part 12 is brought to you by examfear.com. No more fear from exams. Please make sure that you have watched part 1 to part 11 before going ahead with part 12. After we studied all about speed, velocity, average and instantaneous values, it is time to introduce acceleration. Now, what do we mean by acceleration? What does strike your mind with the word acceleration? Acceleration is something similar to accelerator, which you often hear in your car, correct? Accelerate means to increase. The literal meaning of the term accelerate is to increase. So acceleration is nothing but the rate of change of velocity. So just remember things in this way, that the rate of change of position was velocity. Now the rate of change of velocity is acceleration. That means the change of velocity with respect to time. Suppose one object is moving with a particular velocity. After some time, the velocity of the object increases. That is, the object starts moving even faster. After some time again, the object starts moving even faster. So what is happening? The velocity is changing, or the velocity is increasing with time. So this rate of change of velocity is termed as acceleration. Now basically acceleration has nothing to do with whether an object is moving or not. Acceleration is concerned with how fast this velocity of the object is changing. So the change in velocity is acceleration. So make this point very clear in your mind that acceleration, which is generally denoted by A, is the change in velocity with time, that is dv by dt, or delta v, that is change in velocity with time. Acceleration is a vector quantity, which is quite obvious because acceleration is dependent on velocity and velocity is a vector quantity. So even acceleration will have magnitude as well as direction. Let us take an example. Let us suppose we have this car. We see that this car is moving with a velocity. Suddenly the velocity increased and it again increased further. So what did we notice? When the car started, initially it was at rest. That means initially the velocity was 0. So if we plot the velocity, it will be something like initially the velocity was 0. Then the velocity increased, say to some value v1. After some time it again increased to some value v2. And then it again increased to v3. So that means with the passage of time, the value of velocity kept increasing. So in this scenario, we say that the car is accelerating. That means the velocity of the car is changing with time. Now, just to make a confusion clear here, that since I am using the term acceleration, which means to increase, that doesn't mean that acceleration means increase in velocity with time always. Acceleration is basically a term used for the change of velocity with time. Now the velocity can increase with time as well as it can decrease with time. So velocity can increase with time. It can also decrease with time. Now, when the velocity increases with time, it is known as acceleration, and when it decreases with time, it is known as retardation, or sometimes it is also called deceleration. So now let's go ahead and look at the velocity time graph. We have seen in our previous slides that the slope of a position time graph gives velocity. Similarly, the slope of a velocity time graph gives the value of acceleration. Let us suppose we plot the velocity time graph of the previous example which I just showed you. That is the car which was moving, which was initially at rest, then it started increasing its velocity from V1 to V2 and then to V3. Now if we plot that graph, how it would be? Let us suppose time is always as usual taken along x-axis, this is time, and velocity is taken along the y-axis. Now if we plot the change of velocity with time for that car, we would see that initially the car had 0 velocity. After that it had some velocity, say v1, say 2 meter per second. After some time again it had a velocity, say 3 meter per second. After some time it increased to 4 meter per second and so on. So what do we get? We get a straight line with a positive slope. That means the object is uniformly accelerating. Why do we say uniformly accelerating? Because from this plot we can see that the velocity is increasing uniformly with time. That means the change in velocity is equal in equal intervals of time. So this is how the velocity time plot will look like in this case. Now the slope of this plot will give the value of acceleration. How come? It is very similar to how we did it for the velocity, for the position time graph. Now the slope for this line, slope for this straight line would be nothing but tan theta, where theta is this angle. So tan theta would be equal to y divided by x. Now what do we have along y-axis? Along y-axis we have velocity, and along x-axis we have time. Basically along y-axis we will see the change in velocity. Let us say if we say tan theta would mean y by x. Now y would mean 2 minus 0. Similarly, at this point, if we try to calculate tan theta, it would be something like this. Fine. So the acceleration for this point, that means it would say the change in velocity between these 2 points over time taken. So here the slope would be equal to tan theta is equal to y component by x component. Now along the y-axis, this length would be equal to this. That means let us suppose if this value is V2 and this value is V1, it would be V2 minus V1 divided by the time taken to cover this distance. That means this time. So again that would be T2 minus T1. So this will give the value of acceleration. So please make it very clear in your mind that acceleration is the change in velocity, that is v final minus v initial divided by the time taken. So in short, we always define acceleration as the rate of change of velocity, and it is given by the slope of a velocity time graph. Now let us look at certain examples, certain special examples rather, of acceleration. Let us take a first example where the acceleration will be equal to 0. A car is at rest. When a car is at rest, that means the velocity of the car is equal to 0. Now if velocity is already 0, that means the car is not at all moving. So when the car is not at all moving, there is no question of change in velocity, as there is no velocity at all. So in this case, the acceleration would be equal to 0. Now let us look at the second example where acceleration will be equal to 0. The car is in uniform motion. What do we mean by uniform motion? Uniform motion means the car is moving with a constant velocity. That means, however, the car is moving, but its velocity is remaining constant. Now, what is acceleration? It is the change of velocity with time. But when there is no change in velocity at all, then acceleration will definitely be equal to 0. Or if you want, we can write it in this way, what we concluded in the previous slide. Acceleration is v final minus v initial divided by the time taken. So if velocity is constant, v final and v initial will be the same, because the initial velocity and the final velocity will remain the same. So this will become 0. So the two scenarios where acceleration is equal to 0 is, one, when the body is at rest, that is when the velocity is 0, and number 2, when the body is moving with constant velocity. Thank you. Visit examfear.com to watch free educational videos, try free online tests, get the best quality study materials, study from the best tutors and mentors, and much more. Thanks once again.